and I know you'll love this. One of the best coaches in the game right now, Dan Hurley, is a video of him going off on a referee. No sound, but you can see right here. That's what he said. That's what he said. He was yelling. He said, "Don't basically say I'm the best coach in the fucking sport."
I don't know. He said that.
Don't turn your back on me. I'm the best coach in the fucking sport. Is what I was told.
You know for a fact he said that.
This is a straight opinion. Regardless, though, hell of a coach. Whatever he does, it works. So, and that is a fact. Back-to-back winner, got a huge contract. He's the best coach in the sport right now, and he's a guy who's developing. We're seeing him develop the talent, and he's getting guys to the league. He's taking guys who maybe 3 stars and making them into one of some of the better players in the country. And whatever his method is to his madness, it works. So I'm not going to judge him at all.
Yeah. So why does everybody think he's like? I guess everybody's This is America under the Biden administration is like all females. The American society and people were exactly like females are. Emotional and impossible to please. It's a female. Never can please a female fully. And they're emotional. That's what they do. Now, there's a lot of bitch-made men out here that's emotional. Don't get it twisted. But let's be clear. America under Biden was emotional and impossible to please. Were they not? So here's the thing.
I think you're emotional, and I think I'm emotional, and I think Bay's emotional. I'm not saying we're crying and all that, but there's more than one emotion.
Yeah. But I want to get my point to the emotion.
I know. I'm trying to sit back and wait, but you taking all day.
I know. I like taking it slow because I want you to plead the fifth on this because I don't want you to go, get fired over there. So here's the thing. I don't believe you can please a female in totality. The problem is we are impossible to please, Smitty. This guy's won back-to-back natties, has he not?
Yes.
Okay, so he's won back-to-back natties, and it's not good enough. It is not good enough, Smitty, because he yells, he cusses, and he says he's the best coach in basketball in college. And so guess what? Now the 2 titles are good enough. He's cocky. He's arrogant. He's bigger than he thinks he is. That's a female talking, homie. Like, you ain't that good. You make $2 million a year, but you ain't shit. I can find another motherfucker make $2 million a year. You ain't that good. Your dick ain't that big. I can find another motherfucking dick that big. It's always something else, homie, with these
fucking like, why you voice like that, homie?
Because it's always something else about this motherfucker is the 2-time back-to-back champ. And I wouldn't be shocked if he went the 3rd one. And we're sitting up here talking about firing the motherfucker. I literally have seen the Twitter cancel culture vultures talk about firing the motherfucker because he cusses on the sideline and rants like a baby. What? Like, dog, I'm so glad Trump put that no cancel culture shit in order. Fuck, man, let's get it. Back to 2 genders, no cancel. You can say the F and the R word again. Let's get it going.
My thing is, that's my problem with you, is that you use Twitter as like your
you always say that,
so to speak, or as like your source of all your or majority of your information. So like you'll go to Twitter, you'll find 12 to 15 negative tweets and responses and use that to make this whole take. But you'll ignore the people who are supporting the fact that he's yelling, the guys who actually played the sports and understands what it takes to be a coach. But we don't care about the
let's fact check it. Let's fact check it. Let's cap or fact it. Let's cap or fact it. Fact or cap it. Fact or cap, baby. Twitter is the #1 news source in the world. Fact or cap?
Fact.
Thank you. I mean, I didn't make it up. I didn't say it. I didn't make it up, Smitty. They're the #1 news source in the world, homie.
Right.
So if it's the #1 source in the world,
the two things could be true, though. A lot of the news on that number one source aren't facts. A lot of that news on that source, as we know, is bullshit. A lot of that news on that source, as you and I talked about earlier with the Ryan Clark Marcellus beef, we talked about is people just putting out fake energy and fake stuff. So like, just because somebody puts them out on Twitter, don't mean that's the truth.
I agree with that, but that's not the problem.
Right now, I can go to Twitter right now and say Jason Brown slapped our producer in the face and fired him. I can put that out right now. And people,
why are you making up shit?
It's like Wikipedia, homie. But why are you making up shit now?
But why are we making up shit now? We're talking about Bobby Hurley and the comments that I've seen towards him on the number one news source in the world. That's the fact of the discussion.
My question to you is, who are the people making the comments?
Why are you moving shit around? We're talking about Bobby Hurley and the comments that are being made by billions of people because it's the number one source, and there's billions of people. Well, there's billions of people on the app. So if the app has all these people talking about this particular subject, which we're discussing today on this show, then the comments is what I'm discussing and associating with. So the comments have been saying on the number one news source in the world, X, that this guy should be fired because he's arrogant. This guy's fucking emotional. This guy's a baby. He's egotistical. He's a chauvinist. That's all I'm saying. Number one news source, those are the comments.
I bet you majority of those people saying that.
But I do agree with you.
They didn't play a sport. They don't understand what coaching is.
You can guess all you want.
Actual kids who are 14, 13, just on Twitter trying to troll. And you're using those irrelevant sources as your main
Keep assuming. You can assume all that.
You're connecting that to who we had in office and saying that's the reason for this. Stop it, homie.
But you keep assuming, though.
It's always going to be like this, homie.
You can keep assuming. You can keep assuming. The fact is, though, it's the number one news source. The fact is, we're talking about Bobby Hurley today. And the fact is that everybody out there on the number one news source, on the comment section, in the comment section about Bobby Hurley, is saying he should be fired. And I told you that has been
that's the fact.
That's been America in a nutshell over the last 8 years. Let's be honest, 4 years.
Cussing. My mama watched this show. I gotta stop cussing on this show because my mama.
Shout out to you, Mr. Smith. Shout out to you, Miss Smith.
She be watching the show. I didn't know she watched it, but she be texting me after the show and she be like, "Good job, baby, on the show today." I'm like, "Dang, she watched it."
Everybody watch it. Everybody watch it.
I gotta stop cussing now.
Everybody watch it.
I don't cuss from my mama still, and I'm grown. I don't do it.
I don't either.
It just feels uncomfortable. It's disrespectful to me.
I never cussed around my mom for till I was I think first cuss word I ever said around her was 29 or 30.
Yeah.
Then I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. It means it feels weird, right?
But be that as may, I cooked you on that segment. Let's move on.
We agree though. I just don't like the fact that you find a way to connect it to make it politics. This had nothing to do with politics.
I know you don't like that fact. That's all. Just say that.
It's just that Twitter, no matter who's in office, it could be you in office and you could be the most gangster president ever. Motherfuckers gonna still be on Twitter complaining and whining. It has nothing to do with office.
That's my point. I just said it's a female. You can't please them, homie. I don't understand why is it a disagreement?
You said the purpose of it was who was in office. As if Donald was in office for 15 years, people wouldn't be on Twitter talking shit and whining and crying. That's a false.
I didn't say that. I said the emotional responses to this man who's won 2 titles in a row is similar to what America has been over the last 4 years. It's a microcosm of society, homie. That's all I said. I said we cancel people. We can't say what we really want. It's a crybaby as fucking society. We want this guy canceled. My boy, I'm hooking up with a lawyer right now who I'm probably getting on the show this week, who's a head football coach right now. He's a head football coach right now. He's gotten viral in the last couple of days. Because he told this far left-wing journalist that you should stop spewing false information because my black players are affected by it. And this motherfucker, who I guess is a big guy name, I didn't know who it was. He retweeted, but all these motherfuckers got wind of it. Now it's got 10 million fucking views in it, and now they're about to fire him. A buddy of mine is a head football coach. I ain't gonna say his name, but it's all over the news. I'll send it to you. But I'm gonna bring him on the show, Smitty. They're probably going to fire him over it, so I've hooked him up with my attorneys. to fight for the babies and the kids that he coaches. He's I think he's the second all-time winningest coach in the school's history. Hey. And he's about to get fired, Smitty, because of a tweet. So it definitely matters, Smitty. I'm just telling you.